Well. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's next level psychic. I'm your host, Paul Francis, and I'm so glad you're here. I do hope that you've been having a fantastic day. There we go. That's better. Now we're back on proper. There we go. Fix that. So how's your day been? It's been hope has been as good as mine. I've been really busy. We got a lot of great things happening, especially for the Quiet Corner. And now we're opening ourselves up, by the way, just so as you guys know, we're now opening ourselves up for sponsorship. So if you would like to sponsor, or you've got a company and you would like to sponsor one of the shows, we are now opening up for that, and we have people asking us to sponsor the shows and some amazing products. Julia Evans, good evening, my darling. Welcome to the show. Maria, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Jeneds, hi for the first time here. Jened, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to come and join us. Jane from Camborne, good evening, sweetheart. How are you? Great to see you here. Sue Vinicombe, my little pal, who I know is one of Santa's little helpers because she's a Vinicombe. Who else we got? Lynn's in the house. Of course, Lynn's here. To be silly, and it wouldn't be the show without Lynn if she wasn't here, would it? Is that because I sent Lynn a quick message going, I'm running late. Kaz, good evening. Welcome to the show. Kaz, good to see you. I don't know if I said hi to Julia Evans or not. Do you know what? I'm going to go from the top. Lynn was the first in through the door. Kaz, welcome to the show. Julia Evans, Julia Sharp. Julie Sharp's in the house. Good to see you. Maria Magdalena Nolan. Well, the Maria and the Nolan bit, very Irish. Magdalena. Very Hispanica. But welcome to the show. What a beautiful name. Who else did I say? Jeneds. That's a cool name, Jeneds. Welcome to the show. I'm not too sure where you're from, but welcome nonetheless. As I said, Jane's all the way from Camborne. Sue's all the way from Devon. Where else we got? And that's it. Welcome you guys to the show. Now, it's really important that you smash that like button, and that's vital. It really is vital. Now we are getting there in relation to getting up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers so that the show will stay secure on YouTube. So boom, come on, help us get there. Share the show with your friends and family, invite them to come along and subscribe to the show, but more importantly, like and share. Okay, so if you haven't joined us, if this is your first time here, smash that like button and subscribe to the show. Come on, be a part of the team, be a part of the family. We are more than happy to welcome you to our show. We have 2 shows a week. We have this show on Monday night, and we have another show on Thursday night, 2 separate entities completely. Tonight's show is all about looking at the paranormal, looking at what it's all about. I will take your questions on that. I have been involved with, shall we say, spirit and the paranormal for 35 years plus as a professional psychic, and thousands of investigations, tons of information found, and some of that's going to be shared with you tonight. As I say, if you're you're away from Texas, hey y'all, welcome to the show, y'all. I love Texans. It's a place that it was supposed to be on my tour. I was going to be touring the United States. I was going to do what was called the 10 in 10 tour. So that's 10 states in 10 shows in 10 states. And I insisted Texas was going to be on it. And lo and behold, COVID hit, boom, end of tour. So we will get back to touring at some point. We're in the process at the moment of talking to Netflix about a show. Well, it's a bit more than talking. In which case I'm going to be doing a lot of touring anyway. So watch not only your TVs, but watch your stages. I love the Texans. I'd love to enjoy one of those huge Texan steaks. Oh yeah. Valerie's in the house. Valerie, welcome, my darling. Good to see you. Lovely to see you. In fact, thanks for being here. Now, as you guys know, Next Level Psychic is all about looking at what I refer to personally as the fun side of what we do. Okay, I call it the fun side because it's the what I do normally as a psychic medium is the link to spirit, bringing through messages and so on and so forth. So to back that up, I really, really wanted to delve into the physical side of work. You know, the physical side of what we do. Maria, welcome to the show, darling. Good to see you, and I hope that you are. I hope your dad's doing better, and a big, big hug and a big hello to your mom as well. But it's great to see you. Thank you for being here. Dawn's in the highest, y'all. Dawn, welcome, my darling. As always, good to see you. Thanks. Yeah, the Maria Magdalena is Spanish. I told you. Yeah, hey, who's on the job? And the Nolan is by marriage. My husband was American, but Irish. Oh, yeah, with a name like Nolan, definitely an Irish descent. Jennifer, welcome to the show. Good to see. She said hi to everybody in the chat room. Great to see you all. Listen, if you just joined and you haven't yet smashed that like button, please, please, please pop the like button. We need that. We need the like button smashed. And don't forget to share the show with your friends and family. He's very weak still, yeah. He would be after something like that. Johanna, my wife, went through that. My Johanna had to have a tumor removed from her brain. So I know exactly where you're going through, Maria. And if you want to talk to me about it afterwards privately, more than happy. More than happy that, you know, if you want to bounce any questions off me, you want to bounce any ideas off me, I'm more than happy. From Louisiana, live in the South, and Arkansas, on the Texas border. It's called Oclatex, and 30 minutes away to, oh, Valerie, hey. Do you know what I'm right? Okay, well, way before the movies, I always wanted to visit a working Texan ranch and go out and, you know, do what the cowboys do, because I grew up on a farm in Ireland. Okay, so I grew up around animals and so on and so forth. So it's quite cool. But then out came City Slickers, the movie, and I was like, so that's what I want to do. So it's still on my bucket list, although the years are creeping on me now. So I'd still like to give it a shot, though. I'd really love to go and visit an American, proper American ranch, and go out and do the cattle drive, sleep under the stars, do all that. Oh my God, yes, please. So, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I've spent the majority of my life trying to bring through messages to tell people that everything's fine. Your friends and family in spirit are all happy. They're okay. Everything's good. You know, don't worry about them. And then to back that up, the physical aspect of what we do. So the physical aspect would be investigations, but there's more to that than just investigations. So there's more to than going to places or spooky houses or whatever and trying to make connections with spirit entities or energies in those areas. There is also what's called physical mediumship. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of approach that more on Patreon. So if you're not a Patreon member, going right across the bottom of my page right here is the address for my Patreon site. If you haven't already subscribed to my Patreon site, get yourself over there today and subscribe, because you're going to have amazing amount of stuff on the Patreon channel. We'll do seminars, we'll do one-to-one sessions, group sessions, teaching. Oh my gosh, tons of stuff. And there's a lot of opportunity for you to be able to come and be a part of it on the Patreon site. So follow the address below, patreon.com/Paul Francis 111, and become a Patreon today. Who else we got? Wendy Tippett. Oh my gosh, Wendy, hello. Good to see you, my darling. How great to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. It's great to see you, my love. I hope you're well. I hope the family's all good. Right. If you haven't, I'm noticing there's only one person's hit the like button. Come on, y'all, smash that like button, all right? I'm just going to move the camera over a wee bit so I can get a little bit more comfortable. Okay, there we go. So now, tonight's show is all about, as I say, is all about the fun aspect of what we do. So if you've got any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. So put them to me, and I'm more than happy. And tonight I'm actually working off of a laptop, so that's why I look like I'm hunchbacked up, because I'm leaning on the desk and trying to be able to talk directly to the camera. I should have actually lifted it up, but there we go. I signed up for a gold membership. I'm so excited. Woohoo! Well done, Kaz. Thank you so much, my darling. Thank you for being a gold member. And now you're going to have a whole pile of stuff that's going to come just because you're a gold member. That includes free, that's inclusive one-to-ones as well. So you'll actually have a session with me on a one-to-one basis as well. How cool is that? Valerie says, I remember the Trail of Tears and having Indian burial mounds. Yes, I have a ranch. I will put you to work. I have cattle and horses, mules and goats and chickens, and I live in a haunted house. Yes, indeed. I think we could go out and do an entire week just at your ranch. We should do that. We should do a retreat to Valerie's ranch and have everybody stay in her ranch for a week. That'd be awesome. Count me in. That would be absolutely mind blowing. I would really, really, really want to do that. I really want to, go and try out that horse thing. I really would. It's been in my blood to do that since I was a little boy. When I was a little boy, I was that dumb. I tried to lasso our cows, and one day my grandfather let me do it to teach me a lesson. Soon let go. When I got right off my feet, my arm nearly torn out of its socket. And he said, "You won't do that again, will you?" I said, "No, I won't." So there you go. Anyway, so as you know, tonight I will be sharing some pictures with you guys, but I'll also be sharing some footage with you guys as well. So I have selected some stuff to go with you guys. And the great fun aspect of this is I'll be showing you 3 photographs, right? Now, of those 3 photographs are pictures. I want you to tell me which ones are real and which ones are fake. They may be all real, they may be all fake, or there may be only 1 real and 2 fake, or 3 fake and 1 real. I don't know. You tell me. It's down to you guys to tell me. This is the fun side of what we do. So it's all about that. Now, if you guys got any questions for me tonight, I'd love to be able to talk with you guys. So talk to me. Wendy says, "Great to see you, Paul. And we're all okay. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome." Wendy, we've missed you. Come on, be a regular member. Sign up subscribe to the show. In fact, Wendy, come out of Facebook and go across to YouTube. It is far more stable and you won't get hacked. Okay. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but we're pulling further and further away from Facebook because already I've been hacked 6 times this year so far. My little daughter has been hacked twice, and once she lost her entire Facebook. And when you're only 16 years old, and that's kind of your link to your pals, it was heartbreaking. It was really heartbreaking to see her in tears, and I've just had enough of Facebook. Every single time you get idiots coming in and trying to hone in on the show, and they're coming in from Facebook. So Wendy, come off Facebook, go into YouTube, and in the search bar at the top of YouTube, just type in Paul Francis Medium, and it'll bring you straight back to the show. Subscribe to the show and hit the little notification bell, so it'll tell you every time we release show or every time I release new stuff up onto the internet. So Valerie says, "I've got the helmets. Have you got all the back braces and all that stuff as well?" In fact, I might just come dressed as a knight. They used to, and one of the managers I had was trying to sell my show as a Spirit Knight, as KNIGHT. And at the time, I thought it was quite cool, actually. At the time, I was in Doc Martin, the series, and I was thinking, Spirit Knight, yeah, that sounds really cool. That actually sounds really cool. It lasted all of about 3 months, I think. But anyway, I've signed up for the silver membership today. So, you guys are going to get so much. And it starts this Wednesday, by the way. So this coming Wednesday is the first of the Patreon sort of connections where I'm going to be talking to you guys. Listen, I'll see you on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Anyway, horses are so intuitive. Yeah, they can pick up on the energy of the rider. Johanna used to take disabled children, and she would, take them on riding. And she used to say to me, "Oh my God, when you saw the children on the back of the horses and you seen their faces, and the horses knew, and the horses were sort of almost connecting with their energy, and it's just mind blowing." And I was watching a show where they were doing exactly that, and she said, "Watch the children's faces," and she was absolutely right. So she used to teach disabled children to ride, and when we moved to our new home, she wants to kind of do something along those lines. She said to me, "Is there any particular animals you want?" I said, "Yeah, a donkey. I've always wanted to have a donkey." So at the new house, going to have a donkey. That would be cool. That's what I want to do. I want to open one day up a place where horses can help children that have been abused. That would be fantastic, Valerie. And hopefully, I'll be able to, or my at least the Quiet Corner will be able to help you out in some way as well. That's something we would be really interested in helping you out on. So, like I say, if you've just joined us tonight, welcome to the show. Both Next Level Psychic and Reach Across Live are now open for sponsorship for the channels. So if you've got a company, we've already got a couple of companies talking to us who want to sponsor the channels, and we are more than happy to talk to you about that. Come give us a go. Jane just goes, "Hey, it's 2020." Yes, it is. That's vision time. 2020 vision. Do you know that all donkeys have a cross? Yes, that's right. That's how you tell the difference between a donkey and a mule. A donkey has a cross on its back, and it's supposed to be that's where the mother of God, i.e., Mary, rode into Bethlehem on the back of a donkey, and that's what that cross is about. Oh yes, Valerie, that's a very old Irish thing that we talk about. That I was taught that when I was knee high to a donkey. So okay, so I have moved to YouTube. Thanks, but how are all your family? Well, Jana's a fighter, as you know. Wendy, she's a fighter, so she's doing her best to fight this horrible cancer, and we're all in with her. We're a very tight knit family, and we're behind Johanna 100%. And what she's fought through to get this far, it's just been mind blowing. So, if you've got any questions for me, put them to me now. In a moment, I'm going to start off with the pictures. As you know, if you're new to the show, what I'm going to be showing in a minute are some slides, some pictures, and I want you to tell me if you think these particular pictures are real or if they're faked. Okay, they may not be all fake. They may be all. Last week I had 3 real pictures. I know because I took them, and there were 3 real pictures, and I could put 3 faked ones up. I did the week before, I think, or the week before that. I can't remember, but I may not. I may do all 3 real ones again this week. So you tell me, okay, which pictures are been. So he says moving the camera about which pictures are real and which pictures have been adopted. Tell her I've had 3 cancers and they gave me 2 months to live, and that's been September, 28 years. I died for 37 minutes. They brought me back to life. Valerie, get in there, girl. Get in there. I'd love for you to talk to my lovely wife, and that's why we've created this company. The company is called The Quiet Corner. Now, the reason we created it was for people and families who were going through stuff like this, have a place to go and be mutually supportive. That's why we've created The Quiet Corner. So, Johanna might be on there, us family members, because it's not just the patients that are suffering. All the family members suffer as well. Okay, because it's worse sometimes for the family because we feel useless. We don't know what we want to take the pain away. We want to take the sickness away, but unless you're a qualified and top end physician, it's hard place to be. So I created The Quiet Corner where like-minded people can chat and talk about each other and talk about different particular techniques where, have you heard about this particular technique that they're trying? No, I didn't know anything about that. So that's the whole idea. of the Quiet Corner. Jose, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Sometimes they do suffer more, Valerie. Yes, indeed. Sometimes they do. And it's harder because not only do they want to listen, we could spend all night talking about this, but that's what the Quiet Corner is for. So anyway, are you guys ready? Come on, let's see some comments in below. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the first pictures of the night? Come on, y'all, tell me. Tell me. I'm using very Texan vocab there. Come on, y'all, tell me all about it. Julia says, I'm 5 years clear from breast cancer. Julia, get in there, girl. Well done. Dawn says, anybody heard from Faye or Roger? Well, actually, Maria's on tonight. Dawn, Maria's here, who is Roger's daughter. So Maria's in the chat room tonight. So say hi. Wendy says, so I've moved over YouTube, even though you still got the Facebook sign on your page. That's showing that you're still on Facebook. So anyway, irrespective, let's get it on. Let's get it on. So welcome to Next Level Psychic. Here we're going to show some photographs of paranormal pictures, and I want you guys to tell me whether or not they're real. All right, so here we go. Picture number one tonight is the haunted hall. Wow. So have a look. Now look at that picture there tonight and tell me what you think. Is that a real picture? Or is that a fake picture? Or it's called the Haunted Hall. It's a hall in the United States. And this picture was captured. Is that real or is that fake? You tell me. So look at it, study it, and look for particular things. Now, the reason I do this is not only for fun. Yes, it's about having fun, but it's to also educate you. It's to educate you to say, watch out for this, watch out for that. Okay? There are certain things that will always show in both real and both fake. Dawn says, sending out love and light to all who need it. I'll have a little teensy bit of that tonight, Dawn, if you don't mind. So Jose says it's a fake, but Jane says it's real. And so does Julie, because there's no shadow. Definitely real, says Julie Sharp. Definitely real. Come on, y'all. Let's see some of that feedback. Face to the right over the banister. Face to the, oh, I see. You see. I see what you mean, Julia. Well, yes, I can see what you mean. You can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, but that's also a technique called matrixing. In other words, shapes. Your brain sees shapes and puts them into something that's everybody can see. All right. So that's called matrixing. Maria says that's real. Maria Magdalena. I'm just going to say Maria Nolan. Maria Nolan, she says that's real. Okay. Dawn says, always in my light bubble, buddy. I know, my darling. I know. And you're always in mine and in my heart too. Julie Evans goes, that's real. There is no, that's real. I want to say real, but then I see a bright light on the side. Well, I can see your thoughts there, but light wouldn't, a spirit energy wouldn't affect light in any way. A spirit energy wouldn't, because light would just pass through it. Fake, Luke. Fake, says Kaz. I like your thinking, Kaz. Fake because it looks too perfect. Now, all right, not that I'm going to swing you one way or the other, but if you remember last week's show when I was talking about my son, and it was the time of the iPhone 3, and he was going, and he went, I didn't catch anything. It was something very, very similar to that he caught. I mean, almost identical, but it was more shaped. I could see the shoulders and the arms and the head, so it was more shaped than what he caught. Maria says, "Sorry guys, I'm at work." That's all right, Maria. That's all right. We won't tell anybody. We won't. We won't tell anybody. Lynn says she sees the face on the right hand side. Yeah, okay. So everybody's there's only 2 out of y'all so far that are going for the fake element. So 2 people are going for fake. All the rest of you are all going for real. All the rest of you are going for real. Okay, let's move on to photograph number 2. This is Coombe Abbey in the kind of the middle of the UK. So if you look at the bottom right hand corner, encircled in red there, you will see an energy, face, shoulders, arms, torso, all in Coombe Abbey. I can hear sounds to me like a phone or something going off. I don't know where it's coming from. So Coombe Abbey, is that real? Is that just a picture and somebody happened to be captured in it? Is it real? What do you guys think? So if you look at the bottom 4 squares of that window, you'll see the torso and the face. Valerie says that one looks fake to me. Lynn says real. Seems to be a mist to the right as well. Yeah, so but if you think about that, Jane, for a second, the capture of the person is inside the manor or the abbey, and that mist that you're seeing is on the outside. So it could be just something that's affecting the wall. Jose's going, Maria's at work. Maria's at work. Maria's at work. Oh, I know what it is. It's my Amazon Fire. It's telling me that I need power. I need the power. Maria Nolan says that's real. Jose says that one's real. Wendy goes for real for that. Oh, you're all going for real. Wow. Valerie's going fake. So, Jane, what do you think? Is it real or are you going to go for fake? Kaz says it looked like somebody just caught in the picture, so I'm going to go for fake. Fake. The rest of the window pane is clear, but where the energy is blurred. So I'm going for fake, says Dawn. I love the way you guys come to your logic, how your logic brings you to your answer. I like that. Mist was from the last picture. Okay, so what about this one, Jane? What do you think about this one? Should have some music playing, really, shouldn't I? Body looks fake, head looks. So what are you going for, Jane? You're the kind of you're that's what I would call a politician's answer. You're not going one way or the other. Come on, if you're going to choose, you're going to go choose fake. You're going to choose real. Which one are you going to choose, Jane? She's going to go fake, right? She's going to go fake on that particular one. All right. Right. So I think we're 50-50 on that one at the minute. 50% of you think it's real, 50% of you think it's fake. Interesting. That's interesting. That is so interesting. Banker Becky says it looks real fake. Okay, you politician, you. So what do you think? Come on, Becky. Are you going fake, real, fake, real, fake, real? What are you going to go? So Lynn says she thinks the first one is real, and she thinks the second one, which is this one, Coombe Abbey, she thinks this is fake. Come on, Becky. What are you going to go for? And Becky, by the way, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Y'all, don't forget, as you've arrived, smash that like button. It's really important. It helps the channel a lot. So please, please, please smash the like button. So Banker Becky says, get out of here. That's fake. Get out of here. Gone all New York, haven't I? Right. Okay, let's go for the last one. Boom. Banker Becky says, first time watching your show, and I'm from Wisconsin. Well, Becky, you are so welcome. Thank you for being here. I thought you were on be here before. I thought we'd met before, but you are more than welcome. Please subscribe to the show. Click the subscribe button, and don't forget to smash the little bell icon so you don't miss any more shows. We have this show tonight at 8 p.m. UK time, and then we have another show on Thursday night. Thursday night is called Reach Across Live with yours truly, where I do all reads live for the audience. Now, this one here, if you look under where it's circled in red, there is what they think is a little capture. It looks like little fairy wings. That's why you're saying it's real, Dawn, because Dawn's into her fairies. So she thinks the fairies are real. So that's why she's going for that one. So what do you think? Beck says, I think this one's real. I think, okay. Bex, did you see the first one? So the one previous to this you're going for is not real. Did you see the very first photograph? Well, I'm going to go through them all again momentarily anyway. So everybody so far is going for. No, Bex says this one here. She says the other one's fake, and she thinks this one's real. Jose says real. I see dead people. Wendy says she thinks this one's fake. This is a little bit of a fake. Peeping around the corner, says Julie Sharp. I'm going for real. Real. Jane says that's her. Well, unless she sneaked all the way over to the United States and took a photograph. I don't think so. But anyway, you're going for real. I like that. Very decisive on this one, you guys. Kaz says it looks like leaflets. I'm going for fake. Fake. Maria says fake as well. Okay, so we're coming back almost to 50-50 on this one. Valerie says I'm too old and blind to see this one. How could you miss it, Val? Look at it's right in the middle of the red circle. This red circle around it showing this little energy, or it's there. Right, look in the middle of the red circle. Lynn goes, this one's real. Yeah, I'm going for real on this one. I'm going for real, y'all. This one's real, y'all. I do hope you guys aren't cheating, by the way. Actually, you couldn't cheat because of my the last week's photographs. They were my pictures. I took them myself, so you couldn't. Because there's the new AI stuff that's coming out on cell phones. Allows you to circle it with your finger, and it goes and finds it on the internet. So you hope you're not. It's supposed to be fun. Right, so what we're going to do is we'll go right through to the start again, and we're going to go through them all again. If you have just joined us, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Thank you very much for taking the time out to be here tonight. And welcome to Next Level Psychic. I'm your host, Paul Francis, and we're going through a series of photographs that have been taken. And the idea here is have a bit of fun, let your hair down, release the stress of the day, and tell me what you think. Is this a real photograph, or is this a negative? Is this fake? So that's the first one. Again, a lot of people were focused on the right hand side there, where there was a face matrixed on the wall to the right, just over the banister. There's an energy captured in the middle of the banister. So, Becky, if you didn't see this one yet, This is the very first picture that we put up tonight. So what do you think? Do you think that one's real? Do you think that's a fake? What's your thoughts? Cal says I'm useless with technology. Someone would be able to cheat anyway. Ah, you know the point. If you well, it's not. It was a joke, but there are people out there who need to know, so they'll use the technology to find out the real truth. But I think it would ruin the fun aspect of it. Dawn says that. So are you talking about this one, Dawn? Or are you talking about the little fairy one? Becky says this one looks fake. So do you think this one, Dawn? It looks sad. So the energy in the center there, the dark mass. Do you think that's real, or is that the one that you think is real? Because I thought you said it was fake at the beginning. So which one do you think? Come on, one more go, guys. I'll give you an opportunity. Give you all an opportunity. You can change your mind if you want to go fake, real. Go for it. Wendy says, "I think that one's real." Dawn says, "I think it's real." It gives me the creeps because it's feeling quite sad. It is one of those dark masses, but this is one of the opportunities that I'd like to take. This is one of the reasons why I created Next Level Psychic. And it's one of the opportunities that I put to Netflix to say, just because, you know, camera crews and paranormal investigator teams have managed to capture black masses like that, they instantaneously sort of go, right, that's evil. It's a black mass. It's evil. That's not true. That is not true. Just because a particular energy comes through on a particular camera in a particular way does not mean it's evil or negative or a demon or something stupid like that. Totally agree, Paul. This way is exciting. Getting the butterflies to see what's real, what's fake. I like that, Kaz. Thank you. No, I see two smaller shadows on the left of the main shadow. Oh, I see what you mean. Just at the bottom of the doorway there? Or are you talking about in the doorway? Jose says, nah, fake. Jane says this one's real. Okay. So we'll move on to the second one again. So this is the lady sitting by the window in Coombe Abbey. Or this is, I should have said the lady. I just said lady. That the energy sitting by the window in Coombe Abbey. So one more time, you got an opportunity to go stick with fake, stick with real, or you got an opportunity to change. Sad energy feels heavier by the doors, says Ardon. Okay. So what's your take on this particular one? Kaz goes fake. Ah, savior of the universe. Pick two, I think, is easily staged, so she's going with fake. No idea where that came. I have no idea where that came from. That just come out. Come on, y'all. Let's get some of that feedback. What do you think? Where are you going with that? So Jane says it's fake. Jose says it's fake. Kaz says it's fake. And Dawn says it's fake. What's your thoughts, y'all? Come on, my great new friends from the southern states of the United States. Maria says still real. I'm going with real for that one, she says. Unless the floors in the building have been removed. Well, not necessarily so, Dawn. A lot of the big abbeys and places I've been in, the windows come right down to my knees. They're not that high up. Valerie says, me too, can't work the TV remote. Julie Evans goes, that is absolutely fake. Jane's going to change. Oh, do you hear that? She's going to, I'm going from fake to real. I'm going real with this one. I'm going to go real. Last picture of the Tonight Show. That's the little energy that was at the end of the corridor, peeping around the corner. So one more opportunity. Do you want to go real or fake on that particular capture there? Is that real one or is that a fake capture? What's your thoughts, y'all? Second one looks like a painting, says Sue. I can see what you mean by that, actually. Becky, the banker Becky says that one is real. I'm going for real for that one. Teal, when you zoom in, you can still see the shape. So I'm going to assume you meant real. Julie Evans is real. Kaz has gone fake. Fake. It's a fake. It's fake, y'all. It's fake, y'all. Right. Well, we're going to come to the answers of those particular pictures very, very shortly. Now, as you guys know, I like to show you footage as well. So I'm going to have an opportunity, I hope tonight, to be able to share with you 2 pieces of footage tonight. So let me just go in and go for this one first tonight. Now, this is taken in my actual studio. Now, when I bring this up, you need to look at it straight away because the action happens pretty much within the first few seconds. Now, watch this. Okay, let me just bring that back there. Here we go. Watch this, guys.
Hello. Hi. Oh, wow. Hello. Hi.
That was not long before we were moving from
Wow.
our house. All of
Good
the stuff
evening.
packaged, and my studio became a place where we were packaging everything, so everything's covered. Bringing back good memories.
And the room is full of spirit tonight. I have just finished Reach Across Live. It's Sunday evening. And here we are in studio. And as you've seen already, we have a fair amount of spiritual energy in the room. There's the spirit chair, as you all know. And let me just bring this across. There you go. Good evening. 1 minute of absolute spirit there. But I am going to call it a day early tonight. Big thank you to all of our spirit friends who come through and help us tonight with the messages. Greatly appreciate you guys, and thank you for being here tonight. And to everybody who came and watched the show, monstrously huge thank you. Thank you for your support. Just continue to share and make this as big as we possibly can. Okay.
So I'm just going to cut myself short there, and I'm going to bring the camera right back to the beginning again. So as I say, in the first seconds, as soon as this comes up, you will see spirit come along and right up to the camera. Watch again. Watch closely. Here we go. There.
Oh, wow. Hello. Hi.
Once again.
Oh, wow. Hello. Hi.
And I'm going to take a little moment to
Wow.
show you something very,
Good
very
evening.
sincere. Right. This picture here, where you can see the arrow, this picture on the wall, I'm going to tell you a story about that momentarily. So that picture on the wall, which I'm in circulating, that's my beautiful daughter, and she passed out at university. And as the camera just pans around, you'll see a couple of more orbs coming into the camera momentarily. Now, for all the musicians in the room, my guitar collection right there, but for all of you 1980s fans, so fans of the 1980s, that keyboard in the background there, you see me just moving my the cursor around. That keyboard used to belong to the mind-blowingly amazing Gary Newman. That was his keyboard. He wrote 5 albums on that particular keyboard, and now it's mine. So, what's your thoughts on that? Come on, tell me a little bit about that one. What's your thoughts on that? Incredible. Busy. Oh, God. It was that. That's see outside that door. If you remember last week's show, all of the remember the photograph with all the spirits outside it was right outside that door. Right outside that door. Spooky clown from the circus. Yeah, so there's a lot going on in that particular that studio was wooden. It was hand built, and I used to do hundreds and hundreds of reads in there, so the energy was always amazing. And people who used to come in and sit down, there was a camera on everybody, so I'd always tell everybody, when you come to sit in my studio, it's filmed, so it's for your safety and my safety. And you see people coming in to sit down and go, oh, doesn't it feel lovely in here? It was amazing. Now, here's a story for you, and I'm hoping you're going to love this particular story. So if those of you who've got my books, the Little Book of Quick Wisdom, you'll notice that's the front cover of the Little Book of Quick Wisdom. However, that picture there is hand painted. Okay, now here's the story. I had been watching John Edward and watching one of his shows, and he was talking about how he tested spirit in a pleasant and gentle way. And he said, it's not a bad thing to test your guides. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to give that a go. So I remember meditating, and I said to my guides, I said, I don't doubt you in any way, shape, or form. I know you're with me. The amount of work we do together is amazing, but could you please give me some physical proof that we're together? So I said nothing really, basically. And off I went. One after there was the following Saturday. Now, everybody who lives here in Cornwall will know the Pool Marketplace. It's an outdoor marketplace where everybody sells all different bits and pieces. So I walked up there with my family, and I looked over and I saw this photograph or this picture on the ground. And I walked up and I lifted the picture and I looked at it, and I nearly fell over. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So let me just bring this back up again. So what I want to do is, so you guys can see, if I can just bring it back. I wanted to, there we go. Now, that picture there, you'll see there's an archway, right? And through that archway, there's a door. And standing in the doorway, there's a lady in white, all in white. So I said to the guy who had it on his stall, I said, hey, excuse me, this picture down here, how much do you want for it? He said, what picture? I said, the picture you have down here at the front. He said, I don't know what you're talking about. So I said, come around. And he walked around his stall and he went, I want that picture there. How much do you want for it? And he went, I didn't even know that was there. He said, well, just give me a $5 for it. I went, no problem. Boom. I gave him a $5. Now, the reason I was mind blown was the very first time I met my guide, Sean, it was exactly like that. It was a big, like a cathedral kind of door opened, and the door opened and she stood there in white and blonde hair. And that was exactly how I met her. As if somebody went inside my brain and painted that picture of how I met my guide the very first time, all 30 plus years ago. And I was mesmerized because I had only said to my guides a day or two before, I don't want to be rude, or I'm not trying to be condemn just horrible or anything. Is there any chance could you please, if you could find your way to show me physically that you are connected to me? And within 48 hours, that picture arrived. That blew my mind. and it still does. And I still look at that picture, and it's why I put that picture on the front of my book, the Little Book of Quick Wisdom. Absolutely mind-boggling. So, are you ready, guys, for the next video? So that one's actually really cool. But what we're going to do is we're going to go for the second video. So I want you all to watch this one really, really, really closely, because this is a great video. Now, before we get into this video, I always find it's it's kind of amazing, because a lot of footage gets caught in basements and in attics. And I used to, when I was first training, I used to say to various people, I'm a big believer that if you ask questions, you obtain knowledge. Okay. And I used to say to them, "Can you tell me something?" And they would go, "Yeah." And I went, "Great. That capture was great. But why do you always capture ghosts in basements? And why do you always capture them in attics?" And nobody could ever give me an answer, because a lot of people were, when I was first training, I find out since the information's incorrect, but a lot of people used to say, "Yeah, well, that's where they lived." But who lives in an attic? I mean, yes, okay, people can live in basements. A lot of people in the United States tend to take over the basement and turn it into another bedroom. But very, very few people live in attics, as in an attic space. If it's not already converted into a bedroom, it's usually just a bunch of joists on a floor. But anyway, it's absolutely mind blowing. Get ready for this particular footage. This is really cool. I do hope you guys enjoy this one. This ghost is real paranormal activity in a house. Here we go. Now watch to the other side of the attic there. Watch the chair. Oh, there we go. Boom. Wow. Wow. What do you think of that? Wow. That really, there was multiples of things happening there that actually really captured me in multiples of ways. Number one was they didn't hide the wind blowing outside. So first of all, I'm hearing the wind going. Oh, Maria, welcome to the show, darling. Good to see you. You can hear the wind through the camera's microphone, so you can hear the wind outside the property. And I was then, when I first watched it, I thought, is the wind causing this? But then you hear footsteps, and then you see the little rocking horse. Now you could say to yourself, right, okay, somebody's actually pulling that with a little string, but then the horse moves, and you're like, "Ooh, wow. Oops, wow, that's just nuts. That's actually nuts." Um, I just wanted to read what our lovely Maria says. My theory is that they are all closer to the veil closer to the veil, underway, above ground in a house anyway. That's a theory. Interesting theory. Dawn says that's a child spirit. I would agree. I would say that was a child spirit because the sound of the footsteps was too light to be an adult. Adults make more of a double clump. They go kudum as the heel hits the ground and the toe hits the ground, kudum, like that. Where that was just tap, 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 and then off we go watching, the various things happening. Lots of movements and lots of energy moving there. But what I noticed about that particular energy was I didn't get a feel of when I'm working with energy, I'll get a feeling if I'm being watched or I'm getting a feel of somebody's trying to talk with me or whatever. I got a feel of inquisitiveness. Somebody who's like, wow, what's this for? And I want to do that. I also didn't get a feel of fear, which you would normally think you might get with a spirit energy, especially a young spirit energy, frightened about who's in the house or that kind of thing. So my feelings are the energy with that particular little person was clearly attached to the property. Okay. So either it was a young energy that's passed during the current ownership, or it was an energy that passed before the current ownership. So something along those lines. So that was a really cool piece of footage. I really, really enjoyed that. Oh my God. Do you realize we've been on here an hour? I can't believe it. I've still got to go. We've got to go through the actual pictures again. So we went through these pictures earlier. Okay, there they are. Picture one was that. Picture two was that. Shally, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Picture three was that. So picture one. A lot of you guys. Maria says, time flies when you're having fun. I could not agree more, my darling. I could not agree more. So time flies on stupid phone. Oh, just correctly. Let me just bring that up on one there. So those of you who chose that photograph number one or picture number one was real. It's AI. This one is actually a fake. It's really, really, really good fake, but then again, it's AI created. Okay. So even the pictures on the wall, the shapes on the wall are creating that face. The slight sort of shadowing on the doorways, and the mass in the middle, fake. It was created by AI, artificial intelligence. So if you if you selected that's real, now you got to be honest. If you selected real, but it just goes to show you how amazing technology is that can create something that creepy and make it look real. Picture number two is Coombe Abbey. Okay, that if you selected Coombe Abbey as being real, correct. It is. It's a real picture. Coombe Abbey is in Warwickshire in the United Kingdom. Based in Warwickshire, the Shadow Warriors find that Coombe Abbey is brimming with paranormal, brimming with energy. It's around the sort of Coventry area. It's a hotel and park now, and Coombe Abbey had a sister monastery that was connected to it in the 1100s, giving it plenty of centuries to acquire a collection of different particular specters and spirit energies and ghosts and so on and so forth. This particular capture is said to be a monk who was murdered in 1345. In 1345. This particular monk is regularly seen in that particular part of the building. And so it's Coombe Abbey. That's spelled Coome, as you can see, BE, sorry, at the top of the picture there. Abbey in Warwickshire. If you want to do some research on it, Google it later on, you will be able to see that. So if you said that one's fake, wrong. It's a real one. Now, how many of you said fake for capture number three? How many of you said fake for capture number three? If you said fake, this one is real. This is the Faust Hotel, Faust Hotel. Google it later on, you'll be able to read it. The new Braunfels Hotel is another reported haunted place. The staff is said to have seen a lot of paranormal activity and has been reported on the second floor towards the end of the hallway between rooms 215 and 217, where children are heard to be playing. So those of you who said it's like a little child peering around the corner, boom, spot on correct. During the investigation of 2016, members of the San Antonio Paranormal Investigations team caught this photo of a child hand and peering it when it was peering around the corner, even though the entire hotel was empty. So I do love this part of the show. This is one of my absolute favorites. So the very first picture tonight, which was that one, fake AI. It was artificial intelligence, I beg your pardon, that created it, including that cool face shape on the wall to the side. Picture number 2 in Coombe Abbey is a monk that was murdered in 1345 and is regularly seen in that particular part of the abbey and in that particular window. And the last one is there is a corridor in the Faust Hotel where children have said and be heard to be playing, where a little hand and a little head peeking around the corner and was captured by a paranormal investigations team. Absolutely brilliant. And in what a fantastic way to end tonight's show. Don't forget, if you are already a member of my Patreon team, Patreon group, if you're not, get yourself across there and sign up. Patreon.com/Paul Francis 111. And I will be doing a group seminar this coming Wednesday from 8 p.m. just for Patreon members. If you're not a Patreon member, you are going to miss out. So get yourself across there and sign up. For as little as a cup of coffee a month, you can sign up and be a part of the part of the Patreon team, where you'll get seminars with me, you'll get teachings with me, and much, 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 much more as well. If you go for the higher levels, such as the gold and silver, gold and platinum, you even not in the platinum section, for an example, you get 4 reads a year. So that's 4 one-to-ones with me, and including 2 group sessions. So if you want to get your family and your friends together in a group, I will appear on your screens and we can have a group. You get 2 of those included as well. So worth thousands of pounds just to be a member of roughly the price of a cup of coffee a week. There you go. Guys, it's been an absolute blast. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I have. I love this show. I really, really, really love this show. And I'm looking forward for you guys. Listen, you guys send me stuff, alrighty? Send it over to me. Okay. Send me your pictures, send me your footage, send me your EVPs, send me anything you've managed to capture, and we will put it on the show. So, what we're going to do, right? I'm going to do a section as and from next Monday called Your Picks. Okay. So if you get pics with orbs in them, get pics with shapes in them, get footage, anything at all, get it across. If you get something super wow, I might even invite you onto the show. Okay. And we'll talk about it. So as and from next Wednesday, please, 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 please don't forget. Maria, it doesn't matter if you sent me something, send it again. Okay. Because you may have sent me something, I may not have got it. Okay. You need to chat with me. Have you got this? And if I haven't, I can download it. Blah, 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 blah. Brilliant. So as of for next week, we're starting up next week. Send across your photographs, your footage, your EVPs, which stands for electronic voice phenomena. That's what that stands for. So captures of sound, that kind of thing. And we will start as in from next week, your picks. All righty. So I'm looking forward to that already. If you're a member of my Patreon site, I will see you Wednesday. If you're not, don't worry. I'm back live again this coming Thursday with Reach Across Live, where I do live reads for you guys. And so far, your feedback over the last 3 or 4 weeks has been just uplifting. That's the right word. It's been uplifting. Your feedback to me has been phenomenal. A lot of you feedback to me privately, which I'm very, very open for, and say, hey, Paul, I can't believe what you've just brought through. Thank you. It's uplifting and it gives me a purpose for what I do. Thank you. I really, really, really appreciate it. But remember, I'm just the middle guy, right? I just bring the information through and I deliver it as I get it. So I'm just the middle guy. Guys, thank you. Please, please, please help me. I want to get the numbers on the YouTube up over 1,000. So we are definitely moving in the right direction. But I need you to share the show, invite your friends and family all to become members, subscribe to the show, and hit the bell icon. It's completely free of charge. Okay, there's no cost involved whatsoever. Get yourselves across. Don't miss out on the Patreon side because I'll do reads for the group sessions every week. I'll be doing private reads for each section. So the bronze section, the silver section, the gold section, and the platinum section will all get me at different times of the month, specifically just for them. You will also in the gold section, I can't remember now, the gold and platinum, I know for definite, you will also be entitled to one-to-one sessions with me privately. And if you're in the gold and platinum session, you can actually gift. I think the gold is 3 one-to-ones in a year and the platinum has 4, of which one of those you can actually gift to somebody else as a birthday, anniversary, Christmas gift, whatever. It's entirely up to you. Or you can keep it all for yourself, which is fine. I'm going to have I'll be chatting with Dawn very, very shortly and a couple of others to put together the new Paraghost team. And we're going to be doing live paranormal investigations. We're also going to be doing seances. And if I can get the right amount of people together, we'll be doing what's called physical mediumship as well. And I will talk about that in the days and weeks to come. Please, 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 guys, help me make this a winner. Help me make this a successful show by constantly hitting that like button and constantly sharing the show with your friends and family. Get them to come and watch and get them to be a part of this because it's fun. Why not enjoy something together, have a giggle, and say to each other, what do you think? I think that's real, or I think that's fake, or whatever the case may be. And each week I'll be doing the footage that I've gone out onto the YouTube to select. And so when I'm doing the footage, the stuff that I really think, wow, that's cool. I won't bring stuff down which I know is completely and utterly fake. Now, also, what I'd like you to do is not just ghosts and spirits. So if you have captured things like you think might be UFOs or things of that nature, equally interested in that and next level psychic. All right, we're equally interested in that. Alrighty. I want to prove remote viewing, Paul. That would be fun. Yes. Okay. Well, that's something definitely we can have a chat about and bring that into the show. Remote viewing is something that the American military, actually the CIA, had a big campaign on remote viewing. Actually, at one point. So it's an interesting aspect. All right. Great show, says Julie Sharp. Thank you so very much. Thank you guys. Sending all our love out to Roger and Faye, especially Roger. Please continue to send your healing to him. He's needed, but equally send your healing and your love out to Faye and Maria, and obviously all of Roger and Faye's families, and keep them happy, keep them safe, and keep the energy coming to Roger. Please, Maria, if you're still watching, please tell him that I'm sending my love. I do speak to Faye, and then you check in with Faye. How's things going? And remember, hit that like button, says Jose. Thank you so very much. But also, and equally, please, 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 please share the show. Maria, get all of your squadron down at your sheriff's office or your police office or whatever kind of station that you're on. Get them all to become a part of the show. I'd love to especially see the guys who are investigators to have a look and say, you know, they think that picture's real or they think that's fake. Something to put a smile on their faces, all right? Guys, don't forget, I say this every show. Communicate, appreciate, and validate everybody in your life so a medium like myself never has to do it for you. And by that, I mean communicate. Tell the people in your life just how much they mean to you. Appreciate everything you have and everyone in your life, and validate it by telling them how much you love them. All right. Until Wednesday, all the Patreon members, if you haven't already become a Patreon member, get across to that address, which is going across the bottom of the screen now, and become a Patreon member from as little as about $6 a month. And become a Patreon member, and don't miss out on the crazy cool stuff that's going to be happening on that particular channel. And if not, I will see you here at the same place, 8 p.m. on Thursday for Reach Across Live. Look out for each other. Look out for yourself. Take time out every single day just for yourself. At least 15 minutes a day just for you. Switch the world off and enjoy yourself to the max. Good night. God bless. Thank you so very, very much for being here. And I'll see you all soon.